We went to the Edinburgh Book Festival in Scotland and asked people there what section of the library Brexit would be in if it were a book.
A modern tragedy.
I think maybe some very long fantasy horror story.
I think it would be a comedy.
It would be a disaster story.
I think I would put it in the horror section.
I think it would be a thriller.
The most appalling kind of Greek tragedy you could ever imagine.
I think the opening line would be looking for Nirvana.
In the beginning, there was a very fine and fantastic Europe.
The Boris bus pulled into town, promising the world.
It all seemed like a good idea.
My God, this is the worst of times. There is no best of times.
Well, it has to be David Davies, Boris Johnson, Liam Fox.
The villain, of all those who were peddling falsehood. Mr. Farage, Mr. Johnson.
There's only one villain really, and that is the Tory Prime Minister, David Cameron.
The people like Barney and Junkers, I think, who run it on a political ideology as opposed to what I think should be the best interests of all 27 nations.
Two villains, maybe, Boris Johnson and Michael Gove.
Europe carries on happily and the UK sinks into more and more chaos, and that is how Brexit ends.
With a free Scotland, free and independent Scotland. That's how it ends.
It ends with rejoicing in the streets, the villages, the pubs throughout Europe as we all come together again, as Robert Burns so eloquently said, as one family of man, for we are brothers for all that.